Get out your magnifying glasses. Best in Miniature is back. Make it mini! The world's most prestigious miniature competition.
Abracadabra.
Where artists go to epic lengths to create their tiny dream homes.
Getting my steps in.
Wow! One pocket-sized room at a time.
I could stop now and be super stoked about the way this room looks.
Check, check, check.
This season, 10 miniaturists from across Canada and the globe will be pushed to their limits.
This is like way out of my comfort zone.
Creating detailed masterpieces in the smallest of scales under a ticking clock.
Collision.
I am in full panic mode.
Judging their work is miniature expert Emma Waddell.
You have made life difficult for yourself, but you have pulled it off.
And interior design authority Michael Lambie.
The styling and the placement and what's happening there, fantastic.
Each week, they'll decide who goes home and who continues on to compete for a world-renowned residency and a grand prize valued at $15,000.
Keep calm and carry on.
I'm Abba Makwando, and this is Best in Miniature.
It's just so surreal that I'm here. I just cannot believe it. I'm Tracy. I started creating miniatures 3 years ago, and since then I haven't been able to stop. My passion in life is just being able to create from the heart. And the thing I love about miniatures is that there is a niche for everything. It branches out beyond dollhouses. I work in the toy industry. I create dioramas for toy photographers. My style of miniature is being able to capture the urban decay that you would see on our streets. I love to be able to capture that realism.
Excited.
I'm Preston, and I'm also known as the Bearded Miniaturist. I'm not your typical miniaturist. I like rock music and heavy metal music, and all of my builds that I do incorporate some form of electronics. I always take risks in all of my builds. The fun for me is in the challenge, getting things to work and to function how I want them to. I would rather go home on a missed shot shooting for the stars than make it through to the next round playing it safe.
Hi, I'm Nick. I'm 19 and I'm from Kingston, Jamaica. Wagwan.
Wagwan.
This is my first time going abroad, ever. I'm a bit weird. My family and friends, they never really understood the miniatures I create, but it would always amaze them when they would see them come to fruition. Especially my mom, like, I can't believe my baby. You made that. I love tiny things because there's never a limit with them, especially when there's a lot of details inside of them. You can tell stories with them. You can create such amazing things. And who doesn't like really cute things?
I'm Briar, and I'm an aspiring full-time miniaturist. I think people would describe my work as modern, clean, striving for perfection. I sell my miniatures online, and I've recently started doing commission work, so brands have reached out to me. People always recognize spaces that I put together.
Hello.
Hi,
welcome.
The miniature community is unlike any other community. It's so supportive, and I'm so excited.
Welcome. How you doing?
Good, good, good.
My name is Micheline Wedderburn, and I dabble in all forms of art. I love to paint portraits. I love to sculpt. I also do fashion, but I am so new to the miniature world and this community. It's something I found during lockdown. I love the idea that you can trick the eye. It's just an unending world of fascinating challenges. I am on Best in Miniature, like, somebody pitch me.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Best in Miniature workshop. Take it in. Yes. This is your home for the next little while, and where you'll be building and designing the pint-sized home of your dreams. I'd like to introduce you all to the two people who will have their eyes on every itty-bitty detail of your work. Our judges, the UK's Emma Waddell, judge to one of the world's most prestigious miniature festivals and whose bespoke homes have captivated a worldwide audience.
Welcome to the workshop, everyone.
and Michael Lambie, an award-winning Canadian artist, entrepreneur, and design expert who's gained national recognition for his elegance and contemporary spaces.
What's up? How you guys doing?
Standing in front of the judges, you've got Michael, you've got Emma, you've got Abba, and naturally I'm not a nervous person, but whew, how am I gonna impress these judges now?
Keep your eyes on the prize, because the winner of Best in Miniature will not only claim the title, but will also receive a cash prize of $10,000 and a residency with the International Guild of Miniature Artisans in Castine, Maine.
The grand prize is really motivating. Who doesn't want to win money or the residency, but also everyone wants to be a winner. I want to be the best. Like, who doesn't want to be the best?
You never get a second chance to make a first impression, and now's your chance. In the first mini challenge of the season, we want you to show us who you are in one tiny piece.
Think of it as a calling card. We want to see a piece that has your signature.
You can make anything you want, but Michael and I are looking for skill and creativity. And whatever you do, nail that scale.
Mini challenges are a test of your speed and imagination. And this season, each mini challenge winner will earn a prize. And we're starting out with the big one. A mini pass. This pass will keep the winner safe from elimination in the big challenge.
Now there's a little skin in the game.
Winning the mini pass would be amazing. You know, if something doesn't quite go according to plan, that you're safe.
In mini challenges, the judges won't know who made what. So Emma, Michael, you can go now. Bye.
Bye.
Good luck.
Bye.
All right, miniaturists, you have 90 minutes.
Here we go.
Everybody ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Make it mini. Oh my gosh!
It's super important for me to make a strong start today because I think that's going to set the tone for the rest of the competition.
Nothing like starting with a bang, right? Go for it.
The mini challenge is to make a first impression mini. It's their chance to convey to us who they really are, their art form, their creativity, and most importantly, their personality.
I don't know why I specialize in houseplants. It was one of the first things that I started making, and I just fell in love with it.
I'm Hannah Lemon. I am from Japan originally, and I am a freelance photographer. I'm not a very confident person doing anything in my life, but miniature is something that I realized that I can create something that no one else can. So I'm here because I want to test myself, where I stand in this miniature world.
I'm just hoping that this is going to dry in 90 minutes.
Oh my gosh, nerve-wracking.
I would love to win this mini challenge. If it means that I don't get eliminated, that would be amazing, because I don't want to go home yet.
My name's Gabby. I'm a small business owner. I actually make and sell small dollhouse furniture and decor for children.
I'm currently working on an artist's palette. I actually started off painting. It's always been a part of who I am. Still an artist. I guess it just encompasses me.
I think this might be better.
Hey, Micheline.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm so excited, one, to meet you.
So sweet.
It was so hard not to like run up and hug you. I was like, she don't know you that well.
How are you feeling?
We're down to the wire.
I love a pun.
I'm gonna make a mini sewing machine. I'm using my example from the studio here. I am making this sewing machine because it reminds me of my mother, who taught me to sew and to craft. She was a painter and a seamstress and always encouraged me to try everything and was always so proud of anything I made.
What a kind way to honor your mother. Wow, that is so sweet.
Okay, glue dry.
Is it working? Oh.
60 minutes left, mini makers. You have 60 minutes.
Oh my gosh, let's go, baby. I'm making a miniature posable rag doll. I wasn't allowed to have like real dolls, so I had to make my own. These things were just considered not the norm for a boy to have. Making Sally the rag doll is important for me because I want to show you that it's okay to like what you like and be who you want to be. Oh my gosh, this is not holding.
Okay.
I'm having trouble making a straight line because I've never used this saw before. Nothing gets me flustered. I think that's an age thing. Done that, been there. I'm Deborah Kirby. I'm 66 years old. I know I don't look it. What's going to set me apart in this competition is the number of years I've been doing miniatures. Got into miniatures in 2000. I do hand carving, Egyptian carving, Chinese carving, and some Viking stuff. So I want to show my woodworking skills. Carve a small swallow. I like swallows because my maiden name was Swallow. It helps me see. Everything's about detail.
I wanted to go ahead and make something that really represented my look. I am going to try to make a head with a hat and a beard.
I'm recreating my workspace at home, like a little desk setup almost. I'm making a framed picture of my dog. Hopefully I can do her justice. The scale for this is really tricky. It's so tiny to make.
One of the things that's very important to me is nailing that scale. They have to create something unique and very personal to them, but it has to be perfect in scale.
Usually records for a 1/12 scale, you bring it down and it's 1 inch. So this is a 1-inch record. It's coming together.
So you're making a record.
I am. I'm making a record player. Music has always been a huge component in my life. My husband makes music from scratch. So to have this piece means so much to me. Reaffirmation, I got this, I got this.
I will be making a chair typical of what I used to find in the city where I used to live in Italy. My name is Alberto Gazzi. I moved to Italy when I was 15, and it was supposed to be a one-year visit. That turned into 10 years for me. When I lived in Italy, I actually used to do furniture restoration. Coming back to Canada, I stumbled upon a miniature shop.
So you learned a trade, and
Yeah.
then you kind of miniaturized it.
Exactly.
I am making a little tiny scrapbook because I'm a writer and books have had like such a huge influence in my life. I'm Michelle Bear-Belil. I am a best-selling author, fantasy, romance. Those are my favorite things to write. As a storyteller, I love telling stories with my miniatures. I think my work reflects my personality because it's everything that I love, everything that I believe in, and that reminder that there's magic all around us all the time. It's simple, but it's so me.
Only 10 minutes remain.
No.
Normally, I don't work on a piece this fast.
The pressure of this time limit is really, really scary. At home, I'll do one little task, and then I go lay down on my couch and take a nap, and there are no times for this.
Painting a paintbrush with a paintbrush.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, Nick, there's like 1 minute.
Oops.
I've got a tea bag, and I'm gonna use that as a soil.
Stay there. Nobody breathe.
All right, miniaturists, we've come to the end. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up. And give yourselves a round of applause.
Looks like I wanted it to look fish.
It's quite exciting knowing that the judges don't know who's made what. This is the first time that they're seeing our work, so I'm intrigued to see what they're going to say.
It's like a seriously talented group, like seriously talented.
Welcome back, Emma and Michael.
How you doing?
Right.
What have we got here? Let's have a look.
I'm trying not to touch them. Okay. Let the judging begin.
Playtime.
What I like about this doll, someone has experimented and shown us they're adventurous, it's brave, but it's a little bit messy for me. We are really looking for quality.
I want to take a look at what seems to be like a scrapbook. I love the story that it's telling. The challenge I'm having is scale. If the measurements were multiplied by 12, this book would be massive.
Item straight in front of me. I do love the neatness of the whole thing. I love the baseball cap. I would like to see maybe a little bit more texture, but I'm not overly sure. what the item is right in the middle. It could be a baseball glove.
The sewing machine. I enjoy the composition of the presentation. The one place you're falling short with this piece is just feels like it's made out of stone. You're losing the realism, so it should be very smooth, very sleek. Otherwise, a fantastic piece.
I'm particularly drawn to this plant. The structure, the textures, the scale. It's very difficult to get the very thin and fine leaves, the colors and the realism, and every single one is different.
The art table, the overall presentation I like because it feels realistic, so I like the story there. Upon closer discovery, the proportions are really off, like the pencils are huge, and also the painting of the cat.
The next piece is the chair. Skill, spot on. Scale, spot on. I would have liked to have seen it a little bit worn on the seat area, bash it around a little bit, give me a bit of character on there. We want to see it.
The painter palette. First glance, it's very simple, but the more you get into it and the closer you look, tiny details on the paint tube, the way it's crinkled and the paint's coming out, it's deceiving at first, but it's fun because it draws you in.
Beautiful little piece of art. Looks like a swallow, I believe. Somebody has paid so much attention to fine detail.
The ultimate display of retro, a record player.
Sorry, that was absolutely shocking, wasn't it?
It's very neat. I love that the record, it's sitting on top, so it feels like it's been layered, which is really interactive, inspiring. However, the label on the record is the only thing that's not neat. It's like, oh, so close.
Judges, what items made a lasting first impression?
Who made this plant? Hannah. The textures and the color choices you made, nicely done. Great attention to detail.
Thank you.
Who made the chair? Alberto. Everything about it was shaped and very symmetrical, which is very difficult to do. Well done, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
And who made the paint palette?
It's me.
Gabby. Everything wasn't perfect, slightly used, so it felt alive. Very nicely done.
Thank you.
Judges, have we chosen a winner?
Yes, we have.
Yes, we have. It was very difficult. You all did amazing work. But we felt the miniaturist with the best calling card was... Hannah.
Congratulations, Hannah. As the winner of the mini challenge, you've won a mini pass, which will keep you safe from elimination in the big challenge.
I am so happy. I am safe for the next round. That is an incredible feeling.
Miniaturists, are we all warmed up?
Yes.
It's time for your very first big challenge, building the exterior structure of your miniature homes.
Your house must have 3 outside walls, a roof, windows, and a front door with functioning hardware.
We also want to see a distinctive design with finishes that feel like they belong to the overall look. It's important to see your point of view and the story that you're starting to tell.
Michael and I will be judging you on your concept, how you execute it, and of course, scale. And my friend Bob is back to keep you honest.
All the pre-cut pieces of your miniature houses that you worked on at home are already at your stations. You have 10 hours for this challenge. All set?
Yeah.
Make it mini!
Step 1, spray painting. Step 2, hand painting for any touch-ups.
I am not very good at working neatly.
Today, Michael, the miniaturists are making the exteriors of their houses. What I'm really hoping to see is nothing I've ever seen before.
This is really chapter 1, and this is the chance for them to establish this journey they're going to take us on.
I'm hoping that they're going to let their imaginations run really wild, because as long as you have the space, you can kind of create anything you want.
I'm just gonna apply random texture. It's not supposed to look perfect because I'm going with the dystopian, futuristic sci-fi look. So the house that I'm building is in the year 2050, and I'm going to have a record shop at the bottom and futuristic windows. My door is going to be one of those sliding doors, the way you would see it on a spaceship. So the inspiration comes from my love for music and also my love for sci-fi dystopian movies. Let's see how good this looks. When you bridge these two together, there's a beautiful connection through different generations. And the story around it is, you know, despite everything that's going on in the outside of your home, challenges that we're all faced with as humans, you find solace and peace in your home, which is your sanctuary.
I am building a renovated warehouse from 1912, an old bread factory. My father and all of his siblings are bakers by trade, and so I thought that'd be a fun element to add. The house will have an aged brick facade, a fire escape on the side, and hand-painted signage. I'm using sculpted styrene brick sheets because I need to bend and shape my brick around it to apply to the house. And then once that's all on, I'll put the house together. So I just need that to dry.
All right, I'm gonna start my brick stenciling. I'm using brick compound, and I'm gonna be using a stencil to do the brick. I am making a Edwardian house, so a house that you would see back in the UK, because that's where I'm originally from. I have always wanted an Edwardian house that I could fully renovate, so I am pretty much making my dream in miniature. The outside is going to be very true to it being Edwardian with sash windows, faux Tudor-style gables, and there will be stained glass above the door and by the sides. It's my first dollhouse I've ever made, so we'll see how it goes.
Oh gosh, I've never put a house together with this speed. It usually takes me 1.5 to 2 years to build a house. So we'll see how it goes. My house is going to be a semi-modern Italian countryside villa. The outside is going to be a green color, and then it's going to have a green painted metal roof on top. Just think I went maybe too big. I mean, I like big houses. So my specialty lies in custom-made dollhouses. I design them, build them. Quite often they're more European-based, like castles. And if I could, I'd probably go right to the roof.
I love hot glue, but you gotta know what you're doing. It adheres so well to paper and cardboard, but you don't get a second shot. So I'm hoping to construct a 70s-inspired home that I grew up in. I have a soft spot for that era, and a lot of my great memories are there. It is going to have stonework, siding, as well as a wood-carved functioning door. Hopefully I remember how it goes together. All right, I really don't know. Let's take this away. It's not looking anything like I'd wanted it to. I'm so new to the world of miniaturing. This is my first time doing an exterior, building a home, designing, being an architect, and it's difficult. Feeling a little lost. It's not looking anything like I'd wanted it to. If I could get the shell standing, that would be awesome. Feeling a little lost. I think the adrenaline has me going, so taking a break from the shell, I'm gonna work on my door, and then with a fresh brain, I'll readdress it.
You have 8 hours left.
It looks like you're almost done, Preston.
Because I'm starting off quick.
One thing I'm really looking to see is quality of build. So I don't want to see wonky windows and doors that are on a line and roofs that are hanging off. Let's get this right because it's going to be with us for the entire process.
There's a certain Hannah over there who's got immunity. I think she's everyone's competition.
I'm just adding some tea from the tea bag into my paint, just to add some texture on the wall. It's a Japanese cottage in the middle of the countryside. It has got some Western influence as well. My house is going to have a lot of greenery, big windows, a Japanese roof, and wooden Japanese decking. This is my dream home. I'm half Japanese, half English, and I decided to do this house because it represents who I am.
Hey.
Hi, Hannah.
Hi.
So
Hello.
you won yourself the mini pass, but yet here you are working hard anyways.
I know, I choose to be here.
Where's your biggest concern?
Actually, it's the roof. I decided that I'll do a Japanese roof.
Oh, tricky angles.
Yes, I am curious how it's going to turn out.
Me too.
Living in Kingston, Jamaica, you know, there's a lot of like board houses, wooden structures. There's still a lot of poor people. So this is kind of paying homage, looking back and going forward. It's gonna have a Caribbean exterior, so it's gonna have siding, then it's gonna have a glass balcony, as well as a lot of distressing. In this case, I would go mini or go home.
Okay, so you're so young. You're, I think, the youngest person in the competition. What got you into miniatures?
I've always been a creative child. I was that kid that nobody wanted to play with me because I was very intelligent and I grew up kind of resenting my gifts sometimes. But as I grew, I've learned to love myself.
Amazing. So miniatures have allowed you to love yourself and embrace yourself more. That's what I love to hear.
I'm so pleased about it's going together. The style of my house is inspired by Hill House, where Rennie Mackintosh used to live in Scotland. He was an artist and architect, early 1900s. Modern stuff that would be contemporary now. I love history, so I try and follow through on a historical note. My house has a lovely triangular piece on the front. It's plain white with a lot of aging. I'm going to do a little dragonfly carving, and that's going to be the basis of the door knocker. I think we all make our dream house, don't we? I'd love to move into one of his houses, yeah. Just me and my cat.
I've never built a house like this before, so this design is 100% original. It was just something I thought looked cool, so I sketched it up.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hi. We're here to disturb the electrician.
Yeah.
Tell us about this design. Where did it come from?
So my concept is this house is from 1962. The Cuban Missile Crisis actually happened, and there was a nuclear explosion. This home had to be evacuated by a family immediately. And the young boy that was part of the family that evacuated is coming back to see it for the first time. It's going to be white with some teal trim, and then the pecan wood on the windows. Shingles for the angular roofs and flat roof material for the flat roof.
So this house is completely out of your head.
It is, correct. Yes, I'm completely out of my head.
People say that about me all the time.
Well, we're in the miniature community, so it's definitely outside of my comfort zone to create a home in a generation that occurred when I wasn't even alive. But I'm here to push myself.
This particular piece is going to be the front porch. The style of my home is French chateau cottage. There's going to be 3 stories, double French doors, a mansard roof, and little whimsical elements of nature. But it's tiny, so it's small, but it has those styles that I absolutely love. If I could have a little French chateau that I could go and do my writing in, that would just be wonderful. So this is an homage to that.
Nick, you've got glue on your nose.
Artists, you are halfway through. 5 hours to go.
Oh, my God.
I'm trying to give it a dirty rust color. So after this dries, I'm going to apply a latex mold. It's going to come off after I spray the next color. Now we're looking futuristic, aren't we?
I've worked through some of the bugs that were holding me back. It kind of set me back a little bit, but I'm getting close now. I'm feeling much better.
Wow.
Bright green.
Massive and green.
A lot of it's going to be toned down with the gray moldings. The windows are going to be tinted gray. And the house is kind of set more in a forested area on a lake.
A very bright forest, yeah.
Once it dries, it'll tone down a bit, hopefully.
Yeah.
Not sure it was a good idea for this, but...
We'll find out, yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Nick.
How are you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
So what are you using for the texture?
I used spackle.
And are you concerned a bit about your floor space? Do you think you have enough space when it comes to decorating the inside, like the depth?
Width-wise, It's 7.5.
The 7.5 inches would only be a 7.5
Foot room, right.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna add more space onto it to expand it.
Okay.
Get your foundation together.
Yeah.
And then build on top of it because the time goes quicker in the second half. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I really wish I thought this part out. I can't fix this.
Right, that's nice.
Go, go, go! Let's see some hustle!
So I have 3 walls done. I'm going to paint all the walls and do the mortar. So this is just kind of the base. There's gonna be a lot of colors and aging on it, and then I'll insert the windows. So they say nice and clean.
The doors are opening and shutting. I'm at the moment carving a dragonfly for my door knocker. Hopefully get a bit more detail into the wings. Blood, sweat and tears.
The ring will be the knocking part, and I think it's going to look great.
The one thing I really love about this world of miniature is that when you get closer, they can be interactive. So they actually work. You can open windows, or in this case, our doors can work.
To make a door open, you have to have it hinge in some way. So engineering 1/12 scales, we're talking about micro hinges.
Yeah.
It's incredibly difficult as opposed to a doorknob that's just glued into place.
Yeah.
You know, you can hinge a door, or you can use these pin hinges that go into the frame of the door, and they hold and the door swivels on those pins. What you'll have is a door that opens and closes.
Time's ticking. You have 60 minutes left.
Time.
I am working on the front door. I'm going to be making a letter slot and also a cat flap. But in the letter slot, I'm going to have original newspaper to announce something.
Since I don't carve with wood, I think this is a cool effect. All of this is just my hot glue, and then once you sort of fool the eye with the sticks, it gives that extra layer, and it feels as if it has that dimension.
So I'm doing some faux decorative molding on the outside using braided fabric trim.
30 minutes left, everyone. You have 30 minutes left.
I don't think I'll be able to finish in time. So I'm not even sure what's gonna happen.
That's nearly as tall as me.
It's my first house ever, and I've gotten excited and moved on to sort of the finishing. I need things to dry.
Do what you do and do it well. So if you're presenting
Yes.
something, make sure you're putting your best foot forward.
Yes.
So what I'm seeing here is that you have cuts and edges that really need to be addressed, perhaps even before your finishes go on, right?
100%.
Because it's hard to distract from when it's off, right?
Definitely, that is my biggest concern.
And I'll be looking for those gaps when I come back.
I promise, I promise. Oh, boy. By the time I get the paint and the color on, I think I might have some time for my details. So I'm just gonna keep plowing ahead.
I hope I can get this door in. Never built a door so fast in my life.
You have 5 minutes left, everyone.
My favorite is doing these little faux rocks. Hopefully my finishes are my strengths.
I am peeling back the mold latex that I had placed on top of my original 2 colors of brown and yellow, and it is absolutely working.
Oh, yes. So pleased with that. Wow.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up and give yourselves a big round of applause. You finished your first big challenge.
Yay!
Right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow. So proud. I don't want the judges to think that I'm slacking because I have this mini pass. I still wanted to make this house look beautiful.
I think I went probably a little too big for this challenge, but oh well, it is what it is.
Hello.
Hello, Tracy.
Wow. Your creativity is incredible, and you haven't wasted any space. Detail, detail, detail. I love it.
Oh, I'm glad you see that.
Yeah, I do, yes.
There's a nice balance to what you've done. The futuristic element, which contrasts the old school. So the whole facade balances really nicely.
Thank you.
One of the criteria that we asked for was a working door and some sort of working hardware.
Yes, so I've placed a retina scanner here.
Does your door actually open?
It does slide.
So you're bringing something that I haven't seen before. So thank you for that.
Oh, thank you.
You went green all the way up to the roof.
All the way up.
I'm struggling a little bit with the color, I have to say.
It's impressive because of the size and amount of architectural detail you put in there. When you have so much going on, it's important for you as the designer to decide what you want me to see.
Yes.
We assume the front of the house, your focal point might be your door. In this case, it's definitely not.
Like the focal point was supposed to be the front area, but unfortunately I didn't have time to do the railings around it.
Details, details, details.
I've created a Japanese cottage with some Western features.
You hit that mark for me. There is something organic and soulful about your house. Beautiful, exquisite work. When I look at the hinges on the windows, you didn't need to do that. That's engineering.
Thank you.
I want to dive in on this door, so it's interactive, it works.
It is, yeah.
This is a little newspaper delivery or something?
Yes, there is a surprise for you.
I can't read that.
It's too small.
Oh my gosh, Hannah will be competing in Best in Miniature Season 2.
Oh, headlines.
Oh my God, amazing. Congratulations on that.
Hannah, the fact that you have got hold of the skirting board and straws that you have made, and you didn't know if that would work for the roofing.
Yeah.
No.
But you were brave and you thought, I'm going to give this a go anyway. And did it work? Yes, it did work.
Yes, it did.
It did.
This brings me so much joy because you've made something kind of utilitarian seem inviting. It's a fine line, right?
Yeah.
And you've achieved it here because I want to see what's behind these doors.
And try it out. Oh. I mean, it's lovely. When you're as good as you clearly are, I am very critical. Your ladder's a little bit, some of the guttering is a little bit, but I think overall, it's one of the most beautiful factories that I have seen.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I absolutely love it.
As you guys know, I'm from Jamaica. You know, it's important to remind yourself, like, where you're coming from and never forget who you are.
My background is Jamaican, so I've seen this house. I've been there. I see a lot of familiar elements there. I want to talk to you about the red door.
Yeah.
So does it work? Is it interactive?
Yes, it's the handle turns and the door actually opens.
All right, let me try this now.
It'll be like this, and you push the
push.
button.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't feel like it was coming. Okay. I see the incompleteness, and we definitely have to talk about that.
Okay, so I wasn't able to complete the trim on the front and as well as the siding. I didn't get to fit the windows. The windows were supposed to be open.
So unfortunately, we didn't get to see it really realized fully.
I'm so homesick right now because this really does remind me of home. Tell us about the stenciling that you have done.
So I used the brick compound for the stencil. I really wanted to achieve the texture, and it does look like real brick.
Yeah, you pulled it off. If I had to make a suggestion, if you want this beautiful area to be the focal point, it should be stronger. I think the Tudor detail at the top is powerful, and it becomes the focal point.
Welcome to Provence.
I can smell the lavender already.
You were brave by making it so small, but the burst of detail on it brings a lot to it.
The one thing that really stands out for me is your use of fabrics instead of moldings. It brings a softness and romance to your house, and it works beautifully.
The front doors, do they work?
They do work.
There is one thing I would like you to pay a little more attention to. I can see a small amount of gapping. If you can see it, I can see it.
Okay.
I'm so extremely proud of my house. Oh, I was inspired by Hill House. It was really this triangular structure.
Rennie Mackintosh is very unique and some would say quirky in styling. So this is quite a toned-down version almost for Mackintosh. If this was carried on, like in the real Hill House, this would have been higher. I can't help but notice the carving. Is that a dragonfly on there?
Yes.
And I can see that the door, it does actually open. And it's beautifully made.
Thank you, Emma.
This is my childhood home in Toronto. For 17 years, I spent a lot of time in this house.
You're introducing us to your childhood.
In miniature form.
I think the bottom floor of your house is so important and it's so
Yes.
charming,
Yes.
but it's being squashed
Yes,
and dwarfed
so-
by the larger areas which you didn't put the love into.
The door for me is really small. And to demonstrate this, the killer of dreams
Here comes Bob.
is really small.
Oh.
I would love to go and run in the house with you, but I would smack my head.
You would.
Indeed. Wow, you attempted to make a very complex house, and you have made it work. The flat roofs, the angles, and the overhangs.
And you even accentuated that with the warm lights.
To me, it looks real.
Let's talk about the door.
You can open it.
Okay.
So there's a door knocker here, and if you can get your fingers to do it, the knob actually turns.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You feel it?
Yeah, I feel it.
Nice.
You have really nailed the criteria. Beautiful build, beautiful craftsmanship.
Thank you very much.
The miniaturists have worked very hard on their structures, and their work is astounding.
It's been so fun to see how quickly they shot out of the gates.
All I can do is
Who really blew you out of the water today?
Preston, what a dynamic piece of architecture and design. When you get in all this technical stuff he's starting to introduce us to, yeah, really cool.
Hannah, she's got soul, she's got love, she's got texture. She's done layers and layers and layers of interesting things. That takes an immense amount of craftsmanship, and I love that she has a sense of humor.
Tracy, she really excites me because she's very skillful and she can clearly build anything she wants to build. And then she layered it with this huge imagination. She's bringing us into her mind.
Who struggled today?
Alberto, he really made life hard for himself by making such a huge, intricate structure. I'm trying to fall in love with the color, but it is everywhere. It's floor to ceiling.
Yes.
Nick's home, it's striking two chords with me. I can connect to the culture behind it. What's disappointing is he didn't finish. The proportions of his house, the rooms are just too small.
Yeah. Micheline's house, you can really see she's an artist. She comes through, her personality comes through. I have to say, the scaling took that love out of it for me on the door because it was really small.
I hope the judges really notice that I put a lot of work into my house and what it represents.
I'm nervous. I really want to continue on in this competition.
Hope it's not me.
Miniaturists, congratulations on completing your first big challenge. Hannah, as the winner of today's mini challenge, you automatically advance to next week.
Thank you.
But you didn't need that mini pass because you're also the winner of this week's big challenge. Woo! Congratulations.
What? Am I dreaming? Is this even real? I just won, and I'm just overwhelmed. Thank you. I can't believe it. Surreal.
Now for the hard part. The miniaturist we have to say goodbye to is Nick. Thank you so much for being here, Nick.
Gonna do big things.
I'm a bit hurt and saddened that I am going home, yes, but I'm taking that and I'm using that to fuel me because I love this passion. This is just the beginning. Being 19, I'm not gonna stop. There's not a lot of black men in this kind of art form. That was really important, you know. So I'm bringing y'all to abroad and I'm very proud of myself.
In a competition where the best things come in small packages, make it mini! 10 miniaturists from across Canada and the world
Watch out, everyone.
go to epic lengths to craft the miniature houses of their dreams.
Wow!
One pocket-sized room at a time.
Abracadabra.
This is like way out of my comfort zone.
Their tiny talents better be larger than life, because if they make it through elimination, they'll keep their mini dreams alive. Now, only 9 remain to fight for the title. I'm Abba Mukwando, and this is Best in Miniature.
Coming into this new challenge, I'm excited. Winning the first challenge was amazing. I am learning new things about myself, which is a huge gain.
Hello, Miniaturists. Congratulations on making it through your first big challenge.
You've built the exterior of your houses, and we can't wait to see how you turn them into your homes as you furnish and decorate them room by room.
I love the variety of styles I'm seeing, from Italian villas, the French countryside, to the dystopian future. It's going to be exciting to see what ideas you deliver next.
But friends, this competition isn't just a test of your creative skills. It's also a test of time management. And nothing tests time management like another mini challenge. This might seem like a collection of random objects, but they all have something in common. They're family heirlooms. Yes. To the naked eye, this may just look like a random beaded child's necklace, and it is. My grandma gave this to me. It's something I will hand on to my own children when they are 25. So you guessed it, today's mini challenge, we want you to make a mini heirloom that you've received or one that you'd like to pass on.
For this challenge, we will be paying close attention to the sentimental value that you will be bringing to these pieces.
And don't forget, quality craftsmanship is key. This is a piece that will be handed down for generations, so it has to be made to stand the test of time.
How you do in the mini challenge will count towards your overall judging. And there's another awesome prize waiting for today's winner. But you'll find out what it is when the challenge is over.
Oh, no.
Your heirlooms will remain a secret for now. So Michael, Emma, please leave the workroom.
Best of luck.
Good luck, everyone.
You have 75 minutes. Ready, steady, make it mini.
I'm excited not knowing what the prize is. I hope it's a nap, that we get like a rest period.
Let's see.
That looks even.
I hope the miniaturists today really tell a story. Craftsmanship, skills, scale, it goes without saying for me. But this time I want an insight to their history. Let's see what they can do.
I would really love to win this mini challenge because I want the other competitors to know that I am tough competition. Never made a dress before, but we'll see how it goes. I am making this beautiful dress that my mom passed down that I wore on my first birthday, and my daughter got to wear it for her first birthday, so it means a lot. Hopefully it looks like a dress at the end.
I'm hoping to see a great story. I'm hoping to see sentimental values coming through in this very tiny object. I want to be able to relate or understand that this is special and very unique to this family.
I've decided to make Japanese plum pickles. In my family home in Japan, we have a very old plum tree in our garden. In our family, we think that is a good luck tree. Every year, it produces beautiful plums, and we pick them as a family. And my grandmother makes them into pickles. It means a lot to me. So to create this into the mini scale, I've never done it before, but I want it to be perfect.
Last challenge, I was sure I was going home. So I'm wanting to do my best, and I want to take the judges' feedback and really show that I've listened. I want to do a tiny portrait. It's a portrait that my mother painted of my father. She and my dad met in university in Jamaica. Obviously, she inspired me. And they were just my biggest supporters when it came to my art. So I'm hoping that it's sort of like a double homage to my parents.
I'm curious to know what you're making today.
I am making a hunting rifle that was passed down to me by my uncle.
Amazing. Are you a hunter?
I am actually a vegetarian, but I was a hunter for a long time.
Do people ever get surprised that you have such a gentle interior? You make miniatures, you're a vegetarian.
Yeah, I think it's shocking because everybody has that tendency to prejudge people based on what they see, you know?
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of times it does surprise people.
Yeah.
I've always been about all the things that sparkle. Can never have too much sparkle. I'm making a miniature replica of a dress that belonged to my grandmother. She passed it on to my mom, and I used to sneak into my mom's room and would want to pull it out and try it on because it was just the most beautiful dress I'd ever seen. A couple of years ago, before my mom got sick, she gave the dress to me. My mom had been diagnosed with dementia. It was a really stressful time in my life. I got into dollhouses, and it was just this wonderful outlet. It was a beautiful community. There was so much camaraderie and connection with people who were also going through similar things, who were using the miniatures for healing experiences and to help them move through things. Hopefully it'll all turn out how I picture it in my mind.
Yeah, unfortunately, my family lost everything that they had during the war, right? During both sides of my families being in Europe. So I've decided for this challenge to make a bowl that was made out of a tree that was located on the family property in the province of Trieste in Italy. Now I'm making this bowl out of wood. It's going to be kind of bulky, represent the sturdiness of the tree, just a bit of a memorial. Since I don't have kids of my own, I would like to pass this piece down to my nephews and nieces. Just hope it doesn't end up in a thrift shop.
You look like you're doing something incredibly meticulous.
It's definitely teeny tiny.
Teeny, tiny, tiny, tiny.
When my parents were dating, my dad gave my mom a diamond necklace, and for my 25th birthday, my mom got that diamond set in an infinity knot because they'll love me forever, so I'm making that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And now you have something to pass down.
I don't know if I'll be able to pass this down. I'm hoping I don't lose it by the end of the challenge. That's why it's on tape.
Exactly.
Concentrate, Deb. The thing that I treasure is a little tiny painting of my nan. I've got a painting of my nan, and that's all I've got of her. I never met her, but when I see her face, I see myself in her face. And we just do a little bit of ageing. Just using a combination of sepia colours, and I've sort of scratched away at the surface while the paints are still wet, just to give you that age look. Most watercolours are happy accidents, so let's hope there's some happy accidents today.
Miniaturists, you have 30 minutes to go. 30 more minutes.
That's it. Should have brought scissors. I am making an old school cassette player. It's something that was passed down to my husband, and he composes his own music, so it would mean so much to him and myself as well for our kids to carry on the same love for music that we have.
Last but not least will be the little easel. So I'm trying to do a little simple frame using my little wooden sticks that will hot glue together, my favorite. I am Micheline, the hot glue queen. The hot glue is going to help me create the easel quickly, and I also hot glue a tiny frame. One of my strengths, my hot glue skills. This little easel should be coming together soon.
10 minutes to go. You have 10 more minutes.
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to make a miniature bow for my dress. You'll see miniaturists use like 2 pins or to try and get the bow around it. I'm not sure if I'm doing it right, but it looks like a bow to me, so.
I'm gonna start putting some plum in there. I'm making the plums in 3 different colors. One is freshly picked, one is sort of dried out, and then a finished umeboshi pickle. They keep forever.
Final minutes. 1 minute left.
Time is almost up, and I have to still paint the record button red. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time for this.
Fingers crossed.
Really pleased with that.
Your time is almost up.
Who knows?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Hands hands up.
Don't touch it, it's still wet. I'm looking at my cassette player, and it's definitely lacking color.
Hello, judges.
Wow.
Welcome back.
Wow, amazing. I'm going to first make a comment about the necklace. It's very delicately made, but it's a little bit basic for me. I would have liked to have seen it a bit finer.
This beautiful rhinestone dress, it's stunning, it's out there. The story starts to be told, perhaps it's a prom dress. What I will say, it feels a bit stiff, but I like the sentimentality that's in it.
I'm looking at this item and it's beautifully carved. I can't quite figure out what this is. For me, it's a little bit chunky.
Ain't nothing wrong with chunky, Emma.
The stereo, this brings me right back to my childhood. I can almost see the cardboard box beside it where people were breakdancing and everyone's standing around. I am missing a little bit of the color hits, but I love the skill in which this is made. It's really neat.
When I first saw this, I thought the gun is a little simple for me, but then you start to think of the whole scene this memory evokes. So this is very cleverly done.
This portrait piece, I enjoy. The framing is awesome, but then the easel kind of expands this story because it's not just a display. Perhaps this person's an artist, and maybe there's something there with the family. There's layers and layers to the story, and all done very well.
The plums. You can see how there's ripening of the plums as they get older, and whoever's done this has thought it out very carefully. It's very, very clever.
Is this beautiful little gown here. A baby's gown, christening, or some special event. Obviously, that's warming. And then the delicate nature to all the details on there. The embroidery and how it's been accessorized. So it's beautiful that way.
The tiny painting in the middle, the kind of soft sepia painting. I like the fact that it's got a frame. It does say to me, heirloom, family, and love.
Judges, whose heirloom stood out to you?
Who made the stereo? Tracy, you're very precise, incredibly detailed. The way you use layers and textures, your personality is starting to come out in your miniatures. I love this.
Thank you.
Who created this portrait piece here? Micheline, beautifully done. Who's the portrait? Is it someone in particular?
It's a portrait of my father that my mother painted.
Okay, so there we go. We got that.
Yes.
Come on.
So your mother's an artist, so that's why I like this, because there was another layer to it.
See, it evokes emotion. What can I say? All right. Who made the plums?
It was me.
Anna. Beautiful. You might have a few missing because I might have tried to eat them. They're that realistic, so I'm enjoying this one very much.
Thank you.
Judges, who is the winner of today's mini challenge?
It was a tough decision, but the winning miniaturist is Micheline.
I'm overwhelmed. To win the mini challenge is mind-blowing, unreal, all the things.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Congratulations, Micheline. As the winner of this mini challenge, you will receive a $500 gift certificate from the Little Dollhouse Company of Canada to get all the tiny things your heart desires.
That's awesome. Thank you. I feel like my confidence is showing in my work. That just makes my day.
Mini makers, it's time for your first room builds. We were so moved by your heirlooms. We figured we'll keep it all in the family.
For today's big challenge, you'll be making a family room.
Ooh.
Your family room must include a scratch-made centerpiece, which serves as a focal point and anchors the room.
It must also include a handmade armchair and footstool and make the room feel cozy.
The design and look of this room must feel like it belongs to the overall aesthetic that you've already established.
And one more thing, miniaturists. The mini mall is back and open for business during the final hour of your challenge. It's your one-stop shop for pre-made minis and can be used to enhance your rooms or help in a pinch. But be warned, the judges are looking for all room requirements to be handmade by you. So choose your items wisely. You have 8 hours for this challenge. Make it mini.
This is the first room that we are doing in the house, which I'm excited about because I really like doing interiors. That's what I think I'm the best at.
We're asking the miniaturists to make a family room today.
This is going to be very revealing about their design skills. We get to see it for the first time.
All right.
What I'm going to be looking for is placement, because some of the miniaturists have smaller square footage for the family room. So design and proportion is going to be key to make it work. That's going to be interesting.
I'm excited to actually be starting on a room. So cool. But I have a very small house. The living room is going to be here. I haven't put the divider wall in, but it's not a complete full wall, more of an archway. The family room is going to be an extension of my house, which is a romantic French cottage chateau. It's going to have a vintage fireplace filled with books, an armchair and footrest with pink velvet and floor-to-ceiling curtains. The author that's living here is enjoying a beautiful, calm, quiet morning. She's curled up on her gorgeous armchair, and all the while, her imagination is churning as stories are coming to life in her mind.
I'm gonna cook. Sorry, Mom. She'd be like, why are you wasting a perfectly good oil catcher? I'm building a sci-fi house set in the 2050s. My exterior is kind of cold, so I kind of want to bring the warmth in. The style of my family room is futuristic with 6 TVs, a built-in sunken couch, and a futuristic-looking armchair and stool. I'm most concerned about the focal point, which is why I'm executing it first. I'm making this super cool wall with 6 TV screens for movies. I see something and I could just instantly shrink it, just taking things around the house and just using my imagination and making magic come to life. This is good.
The concept for my house is that this family is evacuating after a nuclear explosion.
And now, 60 years later, it's safe to return to the home.
With my concept, the story progresses and escalates room by room, so it's kind of this fluid creation. The family first learns about the nuclear explosion in my family room. It's going to stay true to my house, the 1960s atomic era design. My family room features a metal cone-shaped fireplace, and I'm making this miniature television and rug. This television has an emergency alert that there's a mandatory evacuation and they have to vacate the house.
It is going to have a cozy, comfy feel that the living room should have, but I'm also hoping that there's going to be elements that will kind of make you want to dig a little bit deeper into maybe just what happened that night.
It's a bit too black.
It's another day in the workroom. I'm happy to be here. This house was the second house after we moved from Jamaica to Canada. I'm trying to recreate it in terms of if I were returning to this home at this age and stage of my life, what would I keep, what I would retain, and what I would maybe renovate. The family room that I am building will have a 70s-inspired armchair, footstool, a floor-to-ceiling fireplace, and I'm excited to put the portrait of my mom, which matches the portrait of my dad, as the focal point on the fireplace. We used to play games in front of this mural and pretend we're on the beach in Jamaica, and I have a lot of great memories.
See if this fits.
I love using chopsticks. I use them to cook and eat, and I also make miniatures out of it.
The house that I'm building is an old Japanese cottage with Western influence. My family room is set to when I was 7 years old, back in Japan. The sofa and armchair will have indigo fabric, which is traditional to Japanese culture, a bookshelf with houseplants, and it will have origami on a coffee table.
My main structure of the sofas and armchair are going to be made with chopsticks. I'm trying to work out the measurements for the sofas. This is my main worry. I don't work with inches. I only work with millimeters or centimeters. I'm happy with that.
The fireplace, given that it's going to be a summer house, I'm not going to have a fire, so hopefully they'll be okay with it. My house is a 19th century Italian villa, but I'm like a bit of a shock factor type person. It's like you see one thing on the exterior and it's totally different on the interior. And then you walk into this, whoa, modern, retro style house. My family room is going to have a corduroy fabric sectional couch, a very modern floor-to-ceiling, solid marble fireplace with 2 bookcases on each end and a curved ceiling with a few pot lights on both sides to kind of shoot down the light. So something not too luxurious.
How are you going to achieve all this in this amount of time?
I don't know. Do my best to do as much of it as I can.
Good, and that's the attitude we like here.
Yes.
Amazing.
Is anything coming off? The design for my family room, I feel like, will set the tone for the entire interior of my warehouse. It's a 1912 refurbished warehouse. The room is gonna have a curved faux leather armchair with a matching footstool, an exposed brick wall, and in front of it, there'll be a sideboard with art. That kind of tells the story of the homeowners because they're artists and designers.
6 hours left, miniaturists. You have 6 hours left.
I'm trying to work out the measurements. I made a sofa with the wrong scale.
I don't want this mistake to send me home.
I have nothing completed with the criteria yet.
I am panicking. It is a scary, scary feeling.
It's not cutting properly. I am freaking out. I made everything with the wrong scale. Basically, I am making a sofa again. I'm very worried about the time massively now because I'm very, very behind.
The miniaturists must make an armchair from scratch and a footstool. They're going to have to upholster it. As I'm always saying, fabric doesn't play nice. They have a very difficult task. Upholstering in miniature is one of the most difficult things you can possibly do, which is why we set it as a task.
So I've scored my foam board so then I can bend it and get the nice curved shape for my armchair. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to not make it stiff so I can still bend it around. Getting your fabric neat and tidy and not too bulky is really difficult. Okay, I'm going back now.
My design of the armchair is actually based on an Edwardian chair. My millennial family have reupholstered it, and I'm hoping to really bring in some dimension and age through that. I'm building an Edwardian house that you would see in the UK. My family room will have an Edwardian armchair with casters, a cast iron fireplace, and crown moulding along the ceiling. So we have a young millennial couple that are living in this house who have a young child. They've just put their kid to bed. They're absolutely exhausted, and it's 1 o'clock, and they're just winding down. Mum would love it to look amazing, you know, like a Pinterest photo, but the reality is that is never the case when you have a child. So I've made armchairs before, but never an upholstered one. I am really hoping that it doesn't look like crap.
This is a classic Granny Mackintosh chair with the high sides, high back. The whole room's really is going to be based around this chair. My house is inspired by Hill House, where Rennie Mackintosh lived, the Scottish architect. He had very distinct furniture. I've got to make Rennie Mackintosh-inspired furniture, and the focal point being one of his beautiful fireplaces with scribbling on the walls. The pencil in my room's the whole story. My family have moved into this house, young couple with a child. They don't realise the importance of the Rennie Mackintosh style they've moved into. They're going to go in, the kids are going to scribble on the walls like kids do.
As they do.
Yeah.
How good would it feel to win this one, though?
I can get this done.
Stop. You don't need to get anything done.
Upholstery is not my greatest strength. My greatest strength is my patience. For the armchair, I'm going for a futuristic look. Everything is coming from up here. All I see are triangles and squares. I wasn't happy with the way the color of the purple turned out. It's a little too clean to my liking, so I'm just kind of distressing it a bit to go with my theme. It got too much brown there, but it's kind of what it's looking like. Oh, the gold is coming off.
Miniaturists, 4 hours left. This is the halfway mark.
I'm not quite sure how I feel about everything.
I definitely am feeling the pressures of the timed challenge.
My focal point is this cone-shaped fireplace. I found this funnel. It's the perfect scale. I think this fireplace that I'm making is really gonna stand out.
What's the goal to accomplish before you run out of time?
I'd like to have it finished before I run out of time.
Oh, we did ask,
That's the goal, that's the goal. So
Yeah.
there's a couple of pieces I might like to pick up from the mini mall, little finishing touches, because I feel that's what's gonna draw it together. Try and
not
keep
too
that to a
many
minimum.
pieces.
Not too many
Not
pieces.
too many pieces.
Not too
You
many
know how I
pieces.
feel about the mini mall.
I know, I'm trying not to use too many, but I think you'll appreciate it. I want to
Awesome.
finish strong.
Okay.
I am not feeling great about time because at this stage, I wanted to have some plants already made and on the shelf. I just have to keep calm.
This is good.
The fireplace is going to make the room cozy. It's just about the proportion and the sizing that has me a little bit concerned. But so far, I'm happy with the sort of overall shape of it.
Almost done working on the second half of my bookcase. Then I'm hoping I can work on my ceiling and get the pot lights in, and then finish some of the furniture. Otherwise, it's going to be a pretty empty family room. Quite a bit to go. Quite a bit to go.
So there's such large rooms, you've got lots of space to fill.
Exactly, yes.
It needs to be cozy, though, doesn't it? Still
needs
needs
to
to
be
be cozy. You
cozy,
can't
but
have
yeah.
a ballroom with a little chair in the middle of it.
Yeah, no, I think it can be cozy, even if it's not overly cluttered. Yeah.
Cozy,
Yes.
cozy.
Yeah.
2 hours left, everyone. You have 2 hours left.
This is massive. I've used a smaller one. I mean, it's not work. I'm trying to get all my molding up because they're just a big part of the Edwardian period. It feels like time is going really, really fast. I've never done crown molding in miniatures before. I've done baseboards. Crown molding is a whole other story.
The intensity is there.
You picked an Edwardian house with all the molding.
I know. What have I done to myself?
I know.
Why did I do this? I'm really starting to regret the style of house I made. A lot of detail, a lot of work. Why is this not working? Now I'm wishing I didn't do an Edwardian house. I'm just trying to find the quickest way to do this. I'm not in love with it, but it'll have to do. I don't think I'm gonna win this challenge, but going home in the second challenge is just not an option for me.
Our first room challenge, the family room. Are there any of our miniaturists who might be in trouble?
Gabby has chosen such a specific style of house, which seemed to be challenging for her. She's struggling getting all these cuts together, and that's set her back.
Alberto, gigantic house, enormous dreams. Can he pull it off?
I'm hoping it makes sense when we look at the overall scheme of his house.
So who's doing well out there?
Hannah, the comeback kid, she had a bit of complication with some proportions and sizing. For what we can see, she's actually filling out the space really nicely.
Briar, her bakery warehouse, the quality that she's managing to achieve.
Briar's space is inviting. I'm excited because I love the style that she's doing.
Tracy, I love her precision, I love her detailing, I love her layers. I want her to embrace that criteria, the softness, the coziness, the comfort.
Well, I'm excited to see what happens because as we all know, you can do a lot with a little bit of time.
I have to create the couch and then soft furnishings, and hopefully it doesn't clash. My couch is round. It's more complex than your usual average couch. And on top of that, I'm being very ambitious with bringing it into the ground by a few inches to give it more of a community feel. I feel that like the lower you are to the ground, the more warm, inviting it is. Hopefully I have enough time.
I'm in the middle of my focal point. It's a nice wood sideboard. The sideboard is my last major big required item. I'm close to having the look together. The story for my living room, I'm still kind of figuring it out. I'm hoping as I bring it together, I'll get more inspired. If not, I'm in trouble.
Now I'm gonna start working on my television. This is an original Preston design.
This miniature television takes miniatures to a whole new level.
I also made it fully functional. And you can turn it up, turn it down, change the channel. So that's kind of what I'm known for, is my electrical abilities.
So I created a video for this television with small circuitry, small circuit boards, and then you have to write code so that the videos will play on it. So there's a lot of skill involved.
I don't want to let any room go untouched as far as the electrics are concerned.
As soon as I run the wires through the stovepipe of the fireplace and there's that burst of orange ambient glow, I know I nailed it.
Artists, only 1 hour left, and that means the mini mall is now open. Go, 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 go! Go before the sale runs out. Be careful. Don't hurt the merchandise. I'm talking about me.
They've got a fireplace now.
Mini mall just opened, 1 hour left. I'm actually not going to go into the mini mall because I actually want to try and finish my pieces that I want to build first.
From the mini mall, I got a little stack of books, lots of little decorative items. I'm feeling a little uncertain. I love the way the room is coming together. That being said, I feel like it is such a small space that just hoping that it resonates with the judges.
We're winding down. 30 minutes left. Well, I'm winding down. You guys got to keep working.
Oh, dear Lord.
Right now, I'm trying to quickly get my couch together. And if it wasn't for my trusty glue gun, I don't know if I would be able to finish in time. Hot glue will save the day, every day, all day.
I put my secret weapon double glasses on to make my pencil. The young couple that have moved in, they've got a little girl, like kids do. They draw on walls. Ah, I've dropped it. Oh, no. I've dropped my pencil. Oh, I'm never going to find it, am I? Oh, that's so heartbreaking. This is when you cry.
Confident I'm not going to finish everything I wanted to. Would have been nice to finish it. It would have looked nicer with the lights coming down on it. Per usual, overly ambitious, too much to do, so yeah.
Oh, this is so tiny. Done it! To the crane.
Final minute.
Ain't no stopping me now.
It's a little big, but whatever. I'm under a lot of pressure. Whoops.
I've got it.
Yes, yes.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Hands off your family rooms.
Woo. Oh, dear.
Oh, glued all that on crooked. Great.
Overall, I'm feeling good. I know there's some key features I didn't get, but I'm actually quite satisfied with the room.
Gabby, I'm gonna go check out yours.
Don't. I'm going home. I feel very nervous going into judging. I'm really disappointed in just the quality of my work. It really doesn't reflect me as an artist.
So this is what a family room looks like inside of a bakery warehouse. I never expected that.
I wanted to make sure that I could get some of the industrial finishes that would be in a warehouse. Concrete floors, warm wood ceilings, and the bricks.
You're very, very neat.
Meticulous.
Yes. I'm looking closely at the upholstery skills. To do that in 1/12 scale is very difficult, and you've made this very, very neat.
The layout, I love the proportions. It's not crowded, really nicely styled. Now I think the next level for you is giving it personality. You want to make it feel like someone lives there. It looks like it's ready for sale.
I'm a stager for homes, so that's why you can tell it looks like it's ready for sale.
Yeah.
And it's like...
We have our young millennial couple that live in this house. They've just put their kid to bed. It's late in the evening. They're enjoying a glass of wine and can't be bothered to tidy up because they're knackered.
Overall, I love the styling, the colours, the softness that you have for the room, very ambitious. The crown moulding is a little messy for me.
That's something I really need to work on.
I do appreciate the detail work on the fireplace and your handmade chair, creating this faux leather. There's a lot there. That adds a good sense of comfiness to the room as well. So nicely done.
Thank you so much.
Tracy, you have brought me to this dystopian future a bit and made it warm and inviting. How did you do that to me? The fact that there are steps there, instead of being blocks of wood, there are no shortcuts in this room.
Right?
Well done. Amazing.
Thank you, Emma.
So much is happening in such a simple, confident design. Your choices of color, which is a direct contrast to this gray and this dim exterior, it's just working. This focal point, explain to me what's
So
happening
it
there.
actually turns on. I've got like this little interactive button here.
Okay, it's cool.
2050 is cool, guys.
Yeah, oh, has to be.
I didn't get everything I wanted done, but I think I got the majority of my furniture built, which was good.
I'm guessing you didn't get the decorating done because the
Yes.
ceiling's not
The
been
ceiling
touched.
I didn't get done. It was to be a vaulted ceiling, but yeah.
I'm enjoying the layout. It feels realistic to me, like this room can function exactly the way you intended with the size of the furniture and the placement. Your focal point, I go straight to this photo, and I know it really should have been your fireplace, so I want you to be conscious of really what we're seeing and not what you think you want us to see. When you created this Italian villa, I'm expecting some of that to be spilling inside.
Yeah.
It's really disconnecting from what you set us up for.
Yeah.
Gosh, this is so romantic.
Because it's such a small space, I thought, you know, I'd have time to kick back, put my feet up afterwards while everyone else was still working, but it was a bigger challenge than I expected.
The overall mood feels right. It makes sense. But on closer inspection, I can see some places where you were shifting and trying to get things to fit. The reason I'm being so nitpicky on that is because that's all there is, right?
Yes.
It's a fireplace and a chair. And when you have such little elements, you gotta nail them.
Your personality is just beaming out of this room. Who are the pictures on the wall?
My mom on the one side and my dad on the other side, and on the fireplace, it's my husband and my son when he was small. He's
Got you.
22
That's
now,
what I
but
That's so cute. Really, what I took from winning the mini challenge was just to enjoy the experience, and I really have been trying to focus on that.
The armchair, little bit rough. I don't want to see the frayed edges, but your scaling, great.
Thank you.
Just tighten it up a little bit.
There's a boldness in the colors, which is culturally really relevant,
Wow,
right?
thank you.
That fireplace. The placement of all your furniture pointing towards that. You're saying, here, look at this. This is my feature. You make us see what you want us
Thank
to
you.
see. So nicely
Oh,
done.
thank you.
This is kind of a 1960s feel. Maybe they didn't quite know that disaster was about to strike yet. They just placed their paper down, got up and went in to eat dinner, and then that's where we left it.
You have lots of clever little tools you're using to kind of guide the eye. You have things pointing in towards the most important part, which is your fireplace. When it comes to actual livability, I do think it's sparse. I think you're missing a sofa or another chair because it's a really big space, so it feels like it's incomplete.
The TV at the back. I want to play with this.
Well, you're welcome to play with it. It turns on and there's sound.
Emergency alert.
You can.
Winter and Carroll counties are under immediate mandatory evacuation.
Wow.
Scary, brilliant, fantastic.
that.
Absolutely.
Did you make this little pencil yourself?
Yeah, it's the whole story of the room. This couple have moved into this Rennie McIntosh house. They don't know the historic value of the house. They've just let the child draw on the wall.
The scale of this is very good. The beautiful René McIntosh chair, it goes so well with the arts and crafts style that you've done with the whole room, the fireplace included. You've hit the minimal a little bit in this room, I see. Yes. I'm not sure the Georgian camelback sofa quite goes with the room that you have here.
The young couple have brought that in with them.
Okay.
They brought that from their other house.
Okay.
The functionalities are where I'm really struggling. No one can get into this room.
Yeah.
We almost can't get through the front door. Everything feels out of place, so it feels uncomfortable to me.
Right.
Hannah, you had some issues when you built things in the wrong scale?
The time was going so fast and I was panicking. I realized it and I quickly decided to trim everything down. I also changed the design so that it's not as time-consuming, but still goes with my whole theme.
I can really feel the atmosphere that you have created in here.
Thank you.
Your plants, beautiful.
Beautiful control flow, brilliantly done. But I'm gonna say one thing, too much focus goes on your throw, which is stiff, it's oversized. If you're gonna do that, tone the color down, less contrast, so it doesn't stand out as much. Overall, very clever, very skillfully pulled off. Bravo.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hannah. Good
Thank
luck.
you so much.
Thank you.
We'll see you later.
Thank you.
Emma, put that back.
I'm sorry,
Right
not
now.
gonna put this back.
This is ridiculous.
No way.
For our first big room challenge to build a family room, who did really well?
Tracy, everything about this room is detailed, precise, precision. The styling, the colors, I'm completely enamored. I'm in love with this style. Amazing.
Hannah's room has a culture, warmth, beautiful execution, and personality. There's an atmosphere there, which is storytelling without forcing it.
Raya, her level of skill, it's beautiful. The craftsmanship of her carpentry is amazing. The sideboard, absolutely perfect. Ah, that's where the catch comes in. It's maybe a little too perfect.
Who struggled a bit today?
Alberto.
It's a disconnect to me and what I was hoping to see because of this grand building you've created for us. You got our hopes up and then you just kind of, oh, never mind. We're gonna do something different.
Yeah.
I don't see a vision. It may be there, but he's not conveying it to us.
Gabby, she's picked an Edwardian house. They're known for their moldings, for crying out loud. She's now stuck, so she's gonna have to be really good and up her game, because I'm telling you, it's got to be better than what I've just seen, because it's rough.
I don't know if the judges truly understood my story in the house, so I'm a little nervous about the elimination, yeah.
I am worried I'm going to go home. It's only the second challenge, and it's just way too soon.
Miniaturists, congratulations on your first room builds. We asked you to complete a family room, and wow, did you ever deliver. But one of you built a room so special. I wish your talent ran in my family. This week's big winner is Tracy.
Can you believe it? I did it! As an artist, you just feel seen and heard and validated.
Now for the hard part. We are sad to say goodbye to Alberto.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's okay. I wish I could have gone further on. I had a lot more to show.
You still giggle so much.
I'm taking from this experience all the people that I've met. Miniaturists are just amazing people. We're all sharing our ideas, how-tos. I couldn't have asked for a better group of people to work with. I would definitely hope I've made friends for life.